Vasquez _ Harry. 17 hours and 17 hours ago. 17 minutes. Hey, Pat, I would love to hear your thoughts on the DrDisRespect cheating scandal.
Is this so much a scandal or the fact that this is a streamer that's blown up? So he's a streamer that puts on a fake mustache, puts on fake hair, pretends to be an 80s dude. I had to have Boogie actually explained this character to me on the Not So Common podcast with him. Check it out on this character. I think he just won Streamer of the Year. So he does a character. He does this like 80s. It's almost like it's like a Brooklyn accent. I'm an 80s guy, and if I get it wrong, don't get on me.
Dr. Dude.
No, I wish I was Dr. Dude. I want that pinball. But DrDisRespect, we're talking someone that went from no one knowing about him, 362,000 followers on Twitter. So this guy blew up. But he does a shtick, and he streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So he even goes to these events. He went to the Game Awards as his character, for example. You can make it that what you will, but he's doing a character.
Make that what you will.
He's doing a character, which I guess is a way to get ahead. Most streamers don't do an over-the-top character, but it takes dedication.
Sure.
You have to. It's almost like how Matt Hardy, when he does Broken Matt Hardy, he's always in character with the voice, the backstory, not just that, the choice of words he uses. It's all on point. He's playing a character. Mm-hmm. So good on him for doing that. So this guy blows up. He has got merch. He's got a huge channel. He's probably making a ton of money. He wins an award as a good streamer. So people are into this character. So picture that. You have an ecosystem of being this 80s character.
Ecosystem.
You have the wig. You have a mustache. You're 80s, like, it's your shtick. You're an 80s tough guy character. Mm-hmm. Over the top. I belong as a villain on the A-team almost.
Okay.
You go from that, and this is what your audience knows you have. All of a sudden, one day, you don't have the hair. You're looking like a normal person. You're not playing a game. You're on stream, crying, breaking down the fact that you have to step away for a while because you've cheated on your wife, and you want to step away to go back to what's important and focus on your family, on your kids. I think he has at least one kid, and on your wife. So that's what we're at now. So I guess the question is, what do I think about it? I personally don't give a shit about if some guy has a problem. That's his personal fucking business. If he cheated on his wife and is now working out with his wife, he owned up to it. He can work on that. That has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. But he makes it public, and now all his fans know about it. And he didn't necessarily have to, unless it was going to come out, but whatever. He does it himself. He owns up to it. He cries in front of his followers. So I guess, how does the community that blew up then deal with that? How do they square this over-the-top 80s character with a guy that now broke kayfabe, a wrestling term, and now appeared as his own self? Personally, I would have never done that, no matter what, because that's a brand you built. Now all of a sudden, how do you go back to, okay, I'm crying on Monday, a week later, I'm the 80s DrDisRespect guy again. That's weird. That's a weird decision you make professionally and for your brand, but that's what happened.
Right.
So it's weird. It almost would be like if you had someone performing on Broadway in the middle of the act, start talking about their personal life and being like, I'd be like, what the fuck? This is not why I'm watching Hamilton. I don't want to see Aaron Burr start talking to me about his failed marriage. The actor portraying Aaron Burr talking, You go from a performance artist now to a real life person with problems in the blink of an eye.
I hadn't really thought of it from that angle, the whole breaking kayfabe, and then if he wants to step back into it,
that's weird then, right?
I mean, that's going to take some significant time away, I think, for it not to be. But obviously, this is a situation where he's going to need significant time away. I mean, as far as the actual situation, look, I think cheating is fucking awful. I mean, there's no better way to give someone a set of mental issues. But at the same point in time, that's a problem that him and his family need to work on. It's really no one else's business. It's odd to me that it's not odd that he would necessarily break it to the fan base. I understand being honest to the fan base. I don't think I would have done that on camera. I think a simple statement
A simple statement,
a simple,
even a statement on your Twitch stream,
just a typed out statement probably would have been the thing to do. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really feel bad for cheaters, but at the same point in time, he did put himself in a very strange situation while kind of announcing that. But I feel like he just deserves the privacy to go and handle that on his own. And then that's really all I've got to say on that.
It sounds like he had a deal with the game now that they mutually agreed to separate from. There was a Rules of Survival, a battle royale style iOS Android game, blah 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 blah. So now they are mutually agreed that he will not be taking part in their Hunt the Streamer event on the 17th with Twilight and other streamers. So I guess they're going to do a thing where they're all streaming the game over multiple Twitch channels, and then, which is a cool idea. But so now he's out of that. It's a
but was that a personal choice or was that their choice? And
it says mutual.
Yeah, I was going to say, and does it really matter?
It doesn't matter either way. But the point is that when you're a streamer, I always say that even YouTube moves quickly. If you stop posting on YouTube for like 4 months, that could be killer for your channel.
Sure.
But if you stop streaming for like a month, even, it can be tough. That's just how that ecosystem works.
I feel like it's a much faster paced.
Absolutely.
Sort of environment.
Because everything's live. You
Right.
know, it's almost like if you had a radio show and you just, it's a daily radio show and you just stop for a month, you can lose that audience just because they're going somewhere else.
Right. They need a radio show.
They need a show to watch.
They don't necessarily need you.
Yeah.
They chose you, but they don't need you.
YouTube videos you can find at any time if you're searching for it. And yes, there are topics that are more time sensitive than others. But if something comes out that's about a game that comes out 30 years ago, that video can come out any time. Twitch is, I want entertainment now from people I want to see now. Most of the views are not going back and watching the video on demand. I don't know the percentages. I don't know if Amazon's released those percentages about who views what when. But Twitch is now. It's about community now. It's about interacting now with the performer. And that's what you get yourself into. And as someone who said that for a while now, I'd like to stream in 2018. Mm-hmm. I wish I can do that and not get caught up in that ecosystem where it's almost one, you can't have 1 foot in and out. When you get this huge though, you have to have everything all in.
Yeah. Whereas you might be able to just schedule one night a week and just make sure you hit that schedule every night.
Sure, or just say I'll be streaming twice a week. It's probably something to do. I'll stream twice a week. I'm not sure if it's going to be, every single Tuesday, but look out for me and I'll announce it ahead of time. So there you have it. So let's hope that everything works out with his family. So yeah, it's one of the downfalls of being in the public eye, I guess, especially if you're an over the top 80s character. That's good on him though for finding the marketing angle on Twitch, because Twitch I can imagine is harder to break into and be a star than even I think YouTube at this point. It's probably more difficult. It's a hell of a lot easier to stream than to do videos.